sorry I'm late. It's just as we feared. Archimond and his Doomguard are making their way towards the summit. He'll be here any moment.
10,000 years ago, we Night Elves defeated the Burning Legion. Though the rest of the world was shattered, we were left free to live out our immortal lives in peace, bound to the World Tree. We are its protectors, and through it we were granted immortality and power over nature. Now, at last, it is time we gave that power back.
You realize that we will age as these mortals do. Our powers over nature will wane in time.
If pride gives us pause, my love, then perhaps we have lived long enough already. I will proceed to the summit and prepare our defenses there. Whatever comes, my love, remember, our bond is eternal.
Hear me, Night Elves. The time for reckoning has come.
If you can provide our bases with support and keep us from being overwhelmed, Thrall and I will delay Archimond's ascent.
Your plan is a bold one, girl. Perhaps I have misjudged you, Outlanders. May a loom shine upon you.
To arms, my brethren. To arms, brave orcs and humans. Twilight falls, and the enemy awaits. These lands.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
The land and I are one. Anudora.
Someone threatens the wild.
As sleep dulled my senses. Something.
Priestess Tyrande, the undead have begun to construct a new settlement. It won't be long before they start attacking our allies.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Research finished. Research finished. Research finished. Our allies' town needs help.
The undead are attacking. Send help.
Someone threatens the wild.
Our strength is yours.
I'm listening. I await your command.
Our time
I'm
is
listening.
short. Where shall I strike?
Let's get going.
The goddess calls.
Absolutely.
Our
The land
strength
and
is
I are
yours.
I
one.
heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Where shall I strike?
Has sleep dulled my
Ashatoraman.
senses?
Research finished.
I heed
The
the
land
voice of
and I
Elune.
are one.
Research finished.
Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss. Ashtarodana.
Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Our strength is yours.
Has
I heed the voice of
I'm away.
Someone threatens the wild.
Anudora.
Ashatoraman.
Where shall I strike?
I heed the
The
voice of
land
Elune.
and I are one.
The goddess calls.
It shall be done.
Your building is complete.
Threatens
Someone
these
threatens the
lands.
wild.
Something is amiss.
Research
Your
building is complete. Research finished. Insufficient gold.
The land and I are one. Something is amiss.
Our allies' town needs help.
Our strength is yours. I'm awake. I'm awake. Our strength is yours. Our time is yours.
I hear the voice of the Lord. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Research finished.
Ashrathoraman.
Insufficient gold. Your building is complete. Research finished. Research finished.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
The goddess
The
calls.
land and I are one. Anudora. It shall be done.
Our allies' town needs help.
I hear the voice of the Lord.
Our time is yours.
Insufficient
The goddess
research
calls.
finished.
I hear the voice
Your
of the
building
Lord.
is complete.
Dull my
Someone
senses.
threatens the wild.
What threatens these
Research finished.
Ah, the great
Insufficient
outdoors.
Something
I hear the voice.
Hi.
has sleep
goddess
dulled my senses.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
Research finished. Our allies'
Research
town
finished.
needs
The
help.
voice
Your
of the
building is complete.
Threatens.
I hear the voice of the Lord. Ashrathoraman. Thy name. The goddess calls.
Insufficient gold.
I hear the voice of Elune. Immediately.
I stand ready.
What threatens these lands?
Our allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep
I hear the voice of the Lord.
Goddess, light my path. Research finished.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of the wind.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Research finished.
I heed the voice of a loon. Ashrathoraman,
Something is amiss.
the goddess calls, as the goddess wills.
Speak your mind. I walk in shadow. Absolutely. My wait is over. Research finished, as the goddess wills.
Someone threatens the wild. So be your will. The goddess calls.
Research
Walk away,
finished.
waiting on you. I heed the voice of a loon. Ashrathoraman,
Something is amiss.
by a loon.
What threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wild.
The land and I are one.
Goddess, light.
I know
The
Dora.
goddess calls.
Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the voice of a loon. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Research finished.
Ashrathoraman. So be it.
Research finished. Our warriors have engaged the
Insufficient
enemy.
gold. I stand ready.
Goddess, light my path.
I heed the voice of a loon.
Threatens these lands.
I stand ready.
It shall be done.
The goddess calls.
Research
As the
finished.
goddess wills.
I stand ready. I stand ready.
Research
Something
finished.
is amiss. For Kalimdor. What threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wilds.
Is there trouble? Are we being invaded? I'm game.
I stand ready. I stand ready.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman.
Our
So be it.
allies' town needs help. Goddess, light.
I know Dora. Hush them down.
I'm listening. Ashrathoraman. As
Our
the goddess
warriors have
wills.
engaged the enemy. help.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Threatens these lands.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Dull my senses.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Point the way.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Our allies' town needs help.
Ashra Thoran. Sophie.
Your building is complete.
Ashra Thoraman.
Out with it.
The goddess calls. By Elune.
Hi! Ah, the great outdoors.
Your building is complete.
Goddess, light my
By
path.
the great winds I come.
I heed the voice of
Has
Elune.
sleep dulled my senses?
The sleeper has awakened.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Our allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our time is short. Where shall I strike?
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
Enlighten me.
On your mark.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our allies' town needs help.
Something is
I heed the voice of Elune. the voice of a loon.
Threatens these lands.
The goddess calls.
Dull my senses. It shall be something I am prepared.
Ashrathoraman.
I bid you.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
I am prepared.
Someone threatens the wilds.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
I bid you.
Our allies' town
I
needs
heed
help.
the voice of
I
a
am
loon.
prepared.
Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the voice of a loon.
What is nature's call?
The goddess calls.
Enlighten me.
Has sleep dulled my
Ashrathoraman.
senses?
The
I am
sleeper
prepared.
has awakened.
Ah, the great outdoors.
What threatens
goddess
these
calls.
lands?
Enlighten me.
Hi!
The land and I are one.
I stand ready.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Something is amiss.
Our allies' town needs help.
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these
Ashrathoraman. I believe.
I am going.
Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the voice.
Shall be.
The goddess calls.
I know dawn.
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
I bid you.
Something is amiss.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our allies' town
I
needs
heed
help.
the voice of a loon.
The land and I
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is our allies' town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone heed the voice of a wind. Someone brings the
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of a wind.
Our allies' town shall possess. Your building is
Someone brings the wind.
in position.
Our time is short.
Has sleep dulled my
My
senses?
strength is yours.
The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Your building is complete.
By the
I
great
stand
will
ready.
he is my coming.
Your building is complete. Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of a wind.
Our allies' town needs help.
Our time is short.
I heed the voice of a loon.
I'm awake.
Your building
I'm
is
awake.
I stand ready.
We can't build.
Someone threatens the wild.
More lumber is required. We can't build there.
My strength is
I
yours.
heed the
The
voice of
land
a
and
loon.
I are one.
Wipe away.
I stand ready.
Your building is complete. Our allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of a loon. Someone threatens the wild.
Our allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wild.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wild.
Your building is
I heed the voice of a loon. Someone threatens the wild.
Goddess, light my path.
The goddess
The
calls.
land and I are
I
one.
heed the voice of a
On your
loon.
mark.
More lumber is required. More lumber is required. Our allies' town needs help. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our allies' town needs help. warriors have engaged the enemy. Our allies' town needs help.
The land and I are one.
Waiting on you.
I am strong.
I heed the voice.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone brings the wild.
What is nature's call?
Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoram,
Goddess, light my path.
as the goddess wills. The goddess calls.
What threatens this
Someone who use the wild.
as sleep filled my senses? The calendar. It shall be
Allies' town needs help.
Ashrathoram,
I will go.
I heed the voice. Someone who use the wild. Ashrathoram, Anudora.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone who use the wild.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens
I
the
am
wild.
sworn to avenge.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elun.
The land and I
My
are one.
strength is yours.
Your building is complete.
Ah, the great outdoors.
The sleeper has awakened.
Someone threatens the wild.
Your building
As the goddess wills.
Where shall I go?
goddess, light my path. Your building
As
Our champion has fallen. Insufficient gold. Goddess, light my path.
how dare
Goddess, light my path.
Ah, the great outdoors.
it shall be.
Are we being invaded?
Our time is short.
Goddess, light my path. Goddess, light my allies and help. Speak your mind. Our allies' town needs help.
Our allies'
them
town
down.
needs help.
Has dulled my senses.
I stand ready.
Threatens these lands.
Our allies' town needs help. I stand ready.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I stand ready.
Are we being invaded?
What threatens these
I
lands?
stand ready.
The land and I are one.
The sleeper has awakened.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman.
Goddess, light my path.
So be it.
My strength is yours.
Our allies' town needs help. Someone
Goddess, light my path. Ah, the great outstanding Goddess, light town needs help. What is making time? Are we being invaded? Goddess, light my path. Ah, the great outdoors.
I hear
Goddess, light my path.
by Elun.
Make it fast. Goddess, light my path.
The sleeper has awakened.
Something is amiss.
I am sworn to avenge.
Our time is short.
Point the way. On your mark. Your move.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman.
Our
My
gold mine is
strength
running.
is yours.
Someone leads the way.
Make it
I
fast.
hear the voice.
Our allies' town is
Someone
up.
leads the way.
Speak with me.
I hear the voice.
Our time is short. Move on.
Goddess, light our warriors have engaged a great outdoors. Are we being invaded?
Ashrathoraman. By Elun. Someone
It shall be done. Threatens these lands. For coward.
I hear the voice of Elun.
Our allies' town needs help.
Someone.
Goddess, light my path. Sentinels, attack!
Where shall I strike? At war.
An allied champion is Goddess, light my path.
My strength is yours.
I heed the voice of Elena.
Ah, the great
Someone
outdoors.
threatens the wilds.
What is nature's call?
What threatens these
The goddess
lands?
calls.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elena.
Ashtherodanador. Anudora.
Goddess,
Ashtherodanador.
light my path.
As the goddess wills.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Our gold mine has collapsed. Goddess, light
The
my
goddess
path.
calls.
What threatens these lands?
In position.
The sleeper has awakened. Our time is short. Anudora. Where shall I strike?
I stand ready.
My
Standing guard.
strength is yours. Of course.
I heed the voice of Elena.
Are we being
Where
invaded?
shall I strike?
Our allies' town is held.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elena.
Goddess, light my
The
path.
goddess
Our
calls.
allies' town is held.
Ashtherodanador. The goddess calls. By Elena. As the goddess wills.
Threatens these lands.
So be it.
The sea though sets
Your buildings, our allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wild.
threatens these lands. Pathetic wretches.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Your buildings,
I heed the voice of Elena.
our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess
stand
calls.
The land and I are one.
Your building is complete.
Waiting on you. Someone
Goddess,
threatens the
light
wild.
our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Our allies' town needs help. Goddess, light an allied champion is fallen.
Ashtherodanador. The goddess calls.
Our time is short.
Your man
I heed the voice of Elena. Ashtherodanador. Someone threatens the wild.
insufficient. Our warriors have engaged my path.
Immediately.
Make it fast.
I heed the voice of the way. Someone threatens the wild.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our allies'
The
town
goddess
needs help.
calls. I heed the voice of Elena.
Our allies' town needs help. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls, as the goddess wills.
Our allies' town needs help. Our sacred grove is being
I heed the
desecrated.
voice of Elune. By Elune.
Our allies' town needs help.
You are very brave to stand against me, little human. If only your countrymen had been as bold, I would have had more fun scouring your wretched nations from the world.
Is talking all you demons do?
Stormrage, show yourself. Or do you intend to have mortal girls do all your fighting for you?
Our allies' town needs help. Priestess, the undead have constructed a new settlement. They are mustering new
Come,
forces
you
to send
night
us.
elves! Where is the fire and the passion with which you fought so long ago?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Retreat may not be. Our champion has fallen.
Archimonde's victory here has made him overconfident. He will not see the trap that I laid for him until it is too late.
At last, the way to the World Tree is clear. Witness the end, you mortals. The final hour has come.
The Outlanders held him back as long as they could. Were you successful in planning the summit's defense?
Yes. Now our victory is assured.